everybody, it's Carly. I wanted to do a little bit more filming with my junk journal kits because I did a pack them with me kind of situation, and I did a overview of me making a junk journal out of one of my kits, but I never showed you the completed journal, and well, not completed, but you know. And I never showed y'all what exactly came in each kit. So I was gonna do that today, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna break it into two different videos depending on how long it is. But I'll start with showing you some of my kits that I currently have in stock. I do have some other kits in stock at the consignment shop that I also sell in, but everyone's essentially, has the same items in it. And I will read you and show you what all those items are. We're going to take a kit apart. But I wanted to just give you like a quick little view of like what you could potentially get. So here is my like prototype kit, I guess you could say. And I do have to actually take it apart. 1 second. Okay, so if you purchase one, it would look a little bit like this. I have started putting little twigs, I'll show you, on the back as well. So see, this one has, these are real dried flowers. They're not hand dried by me, but they are real hand dried flowers. Okay, so anyway, they now come with that. Like I said, this was like my original prototype. Each kit does get, this is handmade by me, a flower shaker hand pressed card. And these are blooms that I made myself, and they're all, they should all have my little handle on the back that says handmade by Carley for sure. Okay. Then you get your little piece of twine, and you'll get scrapbook paper. I ended up using this, it's double-sided. I ended up using this as the background. Well, I'll show you when we get to it. Okay. Then inside of your big glassine bag, you get a mini signature, which comes with its own embroidery floss. And this mini signature has a French vocabulary page. It'll have a blank page, all vintage, a ledger page, music, a hymnal, and a invoice. Sorry about that. Okay, so in the mini signature, if you were to make this a mini signature, you could if you wanted to. It has 5 pages, or you can do like I did and add additional pages to the signatures. So these are the other pages that you'll get in your kit. You'll get 3 of these. Gosh, I can't remember the name of the book that these came from. But they'll all be different colors, and they're front and back sided, and they're really beautiful pictures, and they're all like hand dyed on the edges. Not hand dyed, ink. What was it called? Let me show you. This is my big old prep box. And I take a Tim Holtz Distress ink. I have the 3 best colors for this kind of work, I think, anyway. Antique linen, tea dye, and vintage photo. So the ones in the kit, some of them were actually coffee or tea stained or dyed paper, but for most of this prototype, I just did it with the edge, the inking on the edge. Then you also get 2 of these pages from another book that I can't remember the title of, but it's just little poems. You can do whatever you want with. Okay, and then the special part of each kit is this vintage paleontological data invoice form. I don't know what you would call this. That is real vintage from, I guess, Shell in Louisiana, and this was oil that they were looking for, and I don't know, they recorded it. Each kit comes with one of these, and they all have something different filled out on the back, and they're all blank on this side. Then each kit will come with a like designer scrapbook paper. This one is from Taperology, and you also will get one from, it's called, I think, 49 and Market. And if I'm getting that wrong, I'm so sorry. I'll find it when we get to it. So, along with those papers, your kit also comes with 2 of these ledger papers. And I think I tried to do actually a blank and another lined paper, like of the bigger size. And that's why I went with a bigger size book whenever I made my own junk journal. You will get 2 pages from a Nat Geo herb book, which will have a 1 page that is like a description of a herb, and one that has a floral or some kind of picture, full picture. Then you get 1 page from Betty Bibb's Fairy Handbook, and you can do whatever you like with it. You can include it in your signature, you can cut the pieces out, that's up to you. And then you also get some, it seems like maybe I'm missing them in this kit or whatever. Anyway, you get a few, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3, I can't remember, I'm sorry. But anyway, these are from Flow paper, so they're like another premium scrapbook kind of designer page. And this one happens to have, like, you can do writing on the back of this one, but I think you get at least 2, possibly 3. This one, I know I did a nature lovers one, and then I grabbed some from other books. And then you will get 2 small dictionary French, I think it's French and Dutch dictionary pages. And here's the other, this is 49 and Market, the other scrapbook, the like designer scrapbook paper that comes in the kit. And all of these will be different in each kit, obviously. Well, maybe that wasn't obvious, but I'm letting you know. Okay, now you will also get, these are the ones that I was saying, like this one I stamped, but let me show you what they actually kind of look like, that are tea dyed. So you'll get 5 of these tea dyed, coffee dyed papers. Isn't this the cutest little box ever? So this is what they kind of look like. They're all a little different. And so you'll get 5 of those in each kit. And then you will get 2 of these Rolodex cards that are also have been tea dyed. So these are the ones that are in the kits, that you can make specimen cards out of. And I'll show you how I like kind of did one in my junk journal over here. You'll get a vintage tissue fabric scrap. You'll get a not tissue fabric, tissue paper, and then a fabric scrap. This is not vintage. But you'll also get some kind of ribbon or lace, 2 pieces, and some are vintage, some are not. Like this piece is not vintage, but this lace is vintage. Okay. Then on top of that, you will get a cutout from the Betty Bibbs book, fairy book. So this one is this particular one that I put in this kit. It's the Leaf Fairy, very fitting. You will get a cutout or maybe 2 from another vintage book, and they are all different. Let me see if I can find. Okay, so like this is all I have left from the Betty Bibbs book because I pretty much have used everything in the kits. But these are some of the additional pieces that I had extras left over after I made all the kits. So you get that. You also get 5 different tags. You should have at least 2 of these white tags. And then you'll get, they don't, most of them don't come actually with these craft tags. They come with either a vellum tag or a black tag. Let me see if I have any more of the vellums so I can show you what they look like, the vellum tags. Oh, yeah, here we go. So this is what the vellum tags look like. I ran out of the black tags, but these are really cute. The vellum tags are awesome. And each one does also get a tag that looks similar to this kind of style and similar to this kind of style. Each one also gets a die cut that looks similar to this gold leaf. And then you get either 3 of these, they're front and back specimen, I guess you call them like specimen cards from the Nat Geo herb book. I have additional ones that look a little different. So if you don't get, like, you'll get 1 or 2, I think 2 of these and then 1 of these. And let's see, you will get mini die cuts and stickers, but some will be transparent, some will be vellum, some will be color. This is another transparent one. You might get some insects, you might get some flowers. It all just kind of depends. Okay. Then we have 2 little glassine baggies. This one contains your stamps, and I think I might have put, let's see, you get 8 stamps, like 8 vintage stamps. You get a piece of washi tape wrapped around a little piece of whatever, card stock. The washi tape I actually use for all the kits is this black and white version because I wanted to blend in some of the black. And then you get 8 of these vintage stamps. And I just try to kind of do different colors because I didn't have many that were like actually floral. So I just tried to match the kits. And then you'll get, I think, 6 of these other kind of like stamp looking specimen cards. And they have, I did different colors for every kit, and on the back is the information. This is also comes in the kit. It's a Tim Holtz apothecary label. It looks like everything that's in there. And then in this glassine bag, most of your stickers will be. And then a few extra things. These gum tabs, every kit gets 3. Every kit gets 2 exhibit stickers. One is blank and one will have something written on it. And then trying to get the other thing out. Oh, here it is. Everyone will get a Tim Holtz aged tape sticker. And then a variety of 35 different stickers from, sorry about that, I'm just gonna kind of, I think that one's from Grabby. This one is from, oh geez, now I can't remember the name. This one is Natalie Lette, or Lette. I'm not exactly sure how you say her last name. Like I said, some of these are from Flow. There's fairies, there's butterflies, there's flowers, fungi, insects, lots of fun stuff. I'm still trying to remember the name of the books that I got them out of. They were like sticker books. I might actually have it written. Let's see. Okay, DK Fairies and DK Botanists, Forests, and Fungi. Flo, Grabby, and like I said, Natalie Lette. So here is what is included, and this card has kind of changed a little bit. But yeah, the handmade pressed flower sticker card, mini signature and embroidery floss, vintage book pages, vintage ledger paper, and the paleontological card, dictionary pages, Rolodex cards, gum tabs, and exhibit tabs, the Tim Holtz apothecary label and age tape sticker, vintage US and international postage stamps, and botanical specimen stamps, which are these. Die cuts. Oh, right. So the die cuts are from mostly Maggie Holmes and Simple Stories. 30 fussy cut stickers. I thought it was 35. And then you'll get ribbon, some kind of lace trim, a fabric scrap, a vintage tissue paper sample, and a washi tape sample. So let me clear all this up and then I'll show you what I did in my own book. And I just wanted to flip through maybe a little bit and show you some of the other examples. These are the translucent or like vellum die cuts. These are the ones, the leaves with the gold. These are the black and white. Some gum tabs. Some more color. Stamp-like specimen cards. Fabric swatches. These are cut out from Flow. Some of them may get this little small piece of green trim. These are the Tim Holtz different size apothecary labels, and these are all the pieces of aged tape. And these are the leftovers that I have. I had plans to do a deluxe kit, but I haven't sold any really yet. Here are the exhibit labels, the ones that have writing, and then the blank ones. these sprigs. I don't think I used any of these. I think I actually used these. These came from Taperology and they're not dried flat. So that's the reason why these, I'm not sure where these came from, but they were pressed flat. So I had an easier time using them. And then here are some more. These are from DK, probably the fungi one. Yeah, because the other one was like fairies. Some of these in here are very large because they couldn't fit. These are probably like the ones that I couldn't fit in the glassine bags. We already looked at these. This is one of the grabby stickers. This is some of the Natalie Lethe stickers that I have left over. These are some of the Maggie Holmes and Simple Stories. They're die cut, but like stickers. I don't know. I didn't really end up using those. You already seen those. These are the die cuts, the other die cuts that I was using. Like a ton left over. I have some really pretty ones. I tried to give like, you know, a variety in there in the kit. It was really fun to do all this. And then these are some of my, you know, first tries at these shaker cards. Just wanted to share them with you. I ended up laminating most of it. These are actually real vintage. I got a flower press and these were in the flower press, the vintage flower press. So these are actually vintage pressed flowers. Isn't that just gorge? So these are not really in the kit. So I wanted everybody to get the same stuff. So I pressed the flowers myself. So these are some. The other ones that I showed are ones that I pressed myself, just not these laminated ones. Like that was an oopsie, but I did press like, wow, those pressed so well. Now the outside, I don't know what's going on there. But like these were actually pink, and then they ended up that color. I tried pressing 2 different ways. I tried doing it like the old-fashioned way, and then I also got a microwavable press. Pretty happy with how that one came out too, the flower. Okay, so that's kind of a little bit more variety of what you may see in your kits. And then let me show you a little bit more. Here's some more of those color pages. Not color pages. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Here's some more of the flow paper lover. Like I know I have some of these in the kits with like the little photograph, but just some more options of what kind of paper you may see in the kit. I think these are just some leftover papers and random things. I didn't have much left over. Let's see, let's make sure we don't have anything in there. Oh, see these, this big old honky mama was another one of the vintage. These I actually pressed myself, but ended up putting them in there. And then I had all my papers in here, but I think I have taken them out. Yeah, sure did. Okay. And then here's kind of some more fabric scraps of like what you may expect to see in a kit. That's my embroidery floss. Here is the full Simple Stories die cuts. Okay, so that pretty much covers what's in the kit. And each hand pressed flower comes with a wax seal, not a real one, it's just a sticker. But okay, so that's everything that comes in a kit. Now I want to show you a little bit more that I was going to add potentially to a deluxe kit if we had to make any. I had found some other seals that I liked better. I was going to add, let's see. I know I had these little seed packets I wanted to add. Oops. I forget what else. Here's some of the extras that I never, this is what I was working with when I was making my kit. Anyway, I wanted to do some stamping. I had some stamps I wanted to use, but I didn't get a chance to do that. And I wanted to make, oh, I was going to include some of these little, they remind me of like raindrops. Thought that would have been cute. What do you think I should have added? Let me know. Okay. Let's get on with it.